If you are a smart man, you understand that there are basic ground rules that should be set in place whenever you deal with a woman. Whenever you deviate from these rules, you find yourself to be in a situation you thought would never happen. The reason why is because a lot of men believe what a woman tells them all the time. Let me tell you guys something about women that many of you might not know or are just too ignorant to understand. The truth is that women will always tell you what is politically correct because most of them avoid confrontation and don't like problems. This is understandable because it is in their biological nature to avoid problems and to always seek the path of least resistance. So if you are even remotely close to being a smart man, there are certain things that you must never do whenever you deal with women, especially if you repeatedly keep seeing the same results when dealing with women. So these are the 5 things every smart man never does with a woman, no matter what she tells him. Stick around for the last point, because the last one might not be so obvious. Talk about past problems. The last thing a woman wants is to be with a man who is always nagging about his problems. She couldn't care less about your problems. In fact, nobody, even your best friends, doesn't care about what you're going through. Sure, they can try and pretend to care because it's the nice thing to do, but in reality, they're just trying to find a way to get out of that conversation. So whenever you open up to a girl and tell her everything you're going through, this just lets her know that you are not capable as a man to handle real situations. What's the point of telling her all your problems? She can't fix them, nor should she care. If you are trying to make her feel sorry for you, you are making a big mistake. Because no matter how many sad stories you tell her about yourself, she will still leave you for the Chad who is more masculine than you. Guard your past and act as if nothing bothers you. Even if deep down you feel pain and anger, you should never let it reflect on your actions. She can quickly sense if you're an emotional man or a stoic figure who is worth trusting. Sacrifice your goals for her. Listen up. The day you choose her over your goals is the day you lose them both. She was probably attracted to you in the first place when she saw how ambitious and goal-driven you were, but she slowly started to see how you prioritize her over chasing your goals. Why do you feel like it is okay to just slack off after getting a girl? I never understood how someone could just wake up and throw everything away just to please a girl. Do you think watching Netflix all day with her and smoking weed all day is gonna keep her? Not only that, but you stopped going to the gym just to spend more time with her. Don't compromise your journey for someone else's. Walk your path confidently and believe that God is the best of planners and He rewards those who work hard. You will not get anywhere in your life if you always give up whenever a new girl comes into your life. If you constantly see yourself slacking off whenever you get a girl, maybe just avoid girls until you accomplish your goals. Self-analyze yourself and give yourself feedback on all the mistakes you make. It's the only way you will improve. Never obsess over her. Obsessing over a girl will never end up the way you intend it to. Obsessing over her is only going to make her feel overwhelmed and annoyed. This also lets her know that something is wrong with you, and she might even start to fear that you might do something crazy for her. Whenever a girl starts to see you being overly invested in her, she will automatically assume other girls don't want you. Girls only want guys that other girls want but can't have. If you are too easily available, you have no value to her. We only appreciate the things that are harder to obtain, which is why when you get too comfortable with her, she starts to lose interest. Women go crazy over guys that other women want because it's like trying to obtain gold. Don't make yourself too available and let her chase you. She has to like you more than you like her in order for the relationship to work. If she decides to leave, she never truly liked you in the first place. Forgive her past. Forgiving her degenerate past is a one-way ticket to hell. You never want to put yourself in a situation where you end up looking like a fool because of her. Don't put your reputation on the line just to be with her. Whenever a girl tells you, a real man doesn't care about my past, This is when a red flag should go off in your head because she is definitely hiding something. A strong green flag you should look out for in a girl is if she is low-key and doesn't like to be the center of attention. The last thing we want is for her to know almost everyone in town. That is a bad sign. And more than likely, those guys have been in that girl's pants. These types of girls have a difficult time forming a genuine bond with someone because her soul is completely destroyed. Don't be surprised if she ever does you dirty in the future. Smart men know to stay away from these types of girls. Never rush a relationship. You might think that the sooner you ask her to be your girlfriend, the faster you can convince her to stay with you because you are afraid that she might choose someone else over you. Listen, before you ever commit to a girl, you need to vet her for at least a year. A lot of you guys just hop into a relationship just because she is pretty or because you have a scarcity mindset. A lot of men commit within just 3 months of knowing the girl and think that's okay. When you push for commitment too soon, you put her in a corner where she might say yes, but only because she felt pressured. It's not genuine and it will only lead to disrespect. You have to give her time to find a reason to truly love you. I know that we men fall in love really quickly because of her appearance and the way she talks to us. But you have to look past all of that and not ignore the red flags just because you want a relationship. It's better to be alone on your own journey than to be with someone who is going to give you a headache. You need to cultivate a mindset that overcomes the challenges you face in all aspects of life, not just women. But if you ever let a woman run your life, you will end up regretting it. I don't want you guys to experience unnecessary pain, especially if you've worked really hard to get to the position you're in right now. A lot of men let it all come crashing down whenever a woman comes into their life. Be a smart man and never do these 5 things whenever you deal with a female. Before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications for future videos. And remember, don't forget to spend time with your loved ones, because if you don't, you will regret it in the future. Until next time, stay strong.